A proposal put forth by the New South Wales Fisheries to aid the recovery of Mulloway fish has disgruntled recreational fishers. The proposal, which suggests that a daily limit of 1 Mulloway over 70 centimetres per day is imposed on anglers, is a big decrease from the 5-a-day limit at 45 centimetres allowed today, and recreational fishers believe they are taking the brunt for what is also a commercial fishing issue. Doug Farrell, Resource Manager at New South Wales Fisheries, states that the decreasing numbers of Mulloway are predominantly because of recreational fishing.
Well, from the department's point of view, the commercial catch is quite well understood. It's commercially there is fishing mortality by prawn trawlers when they work inshore. There's fishing mortality from mesh netters in the estuaries, and there's fishing mortality by handline and whole net fishermen in the ocean. That amounts to, in total, landed catch around about 50-60 tonnes a year. Our estimates, wobbly as they are, of the recreational catch is on the order of a couple hundred tonnes. And so our stock problem isn't going to be solved even if we shut down commercial fishing. It's the recreational sector that has to take their share of the heavy lifting here.
Malcolm Poole, President of the Recreational Fishing Alliance New South Wales, shares the RFA's stance on the proposal.
The RFA's views are very simple. The current proposal for one fish over 70 centimetres or one fish over 75 centimetres and a no cap on commercial activity apart from the beach haul is unacceptable. It's really clear, concise. It's a shift of resource sharing, and that's what it is. It's a public resource and it has to be shared between the stakeholders. And those stakeholders are Indigenous, recreational fishers, commercial fishers, as well as the resource itself. So the pie has to be divided up fairly evenly and managed and appropriately through those different stakeholders.
The vast majority of comment from recreational fishers is, how can this be a recreational problem? It must be commercial fishing. And the message that no, it is recreational fishing mortality that is the biggest problem here. And the thing we need most to fix. That goes against pretty much what everybody thinks.
However, Mr. Poole believes that the proposal allowing a bycatch limit of 10 undersized fish for commercial estuary netters and a limit of 500 kilos per day for beach haulers targeting spawning aggregations is not equal to the harsher penalties put on anglers.
Commercial fisher taking undersized fish is no different to a recreational fisher taking undersized fish or an Indigenous fisher taking undersized fish. We have rules in place to do things and they need to be regulated and enforced. So you need capacity and resourcing and funding that supports the change. Otherwise, why have the change?
Mr. Farrell explains the goal of the fisheries proposal.
One of the things we're doing by raising the size limit is raising the overall productivity of the stock by not killing as many fish as young as we used to. It's fattening them up, if you like. We want those young fish to turn into old fish, and that's the prime objective. But the other benefit of the way we're structuring the management with a higher size limit is the stock is going to be a lot more productive. Most recreational anglers who go fishing targeting Mulloway will catch only one or two. And so the restriction of one, down to one, isn't actually a heavy impost on most Mulloway fishers. It does penalise the very good ones who take lots of Mulloway.
Rod Bright is an average fisherman from Newcastle. He dreams of one day landing a few Mulloway.
They're a hard species to catch, and if you get more than one, you're so lucky. So I think if it's a great day, I want to be able to catch more than one fish.
Recreational fishers invest a lot of money into their passion, and Mr. Poole thinks that they should be given more of a fair go when it comes to restrictions.
Anglers, as I said, the trust fund in New South Wales, anglers' money, we've invested pretty much about $1.5 million into Mulloway. Go and ask the commercial guys how much they've invested, or the conservation people. We are investing in our future. Unfortunately, we have some problems where we can't get total agreement between who should get what.
Submissions to the proposal are open until next week, so there is still time for anglers to have their say. Although there is disagreement on how to go about recovering Mulloway stocks, it is clear that all parties involved want to conserve this valuable source for generations to come. Sally Tucker reporting for Get Hooked.